Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our second episode of No Ball Podcast. We are going to analyze round of 32 and we are going to predict round of 16 as well. Before we begin, I'm Siddharth and let me introduce to the same old guests.
Hi guys, I'm Chiranjit, your Chelsea boy, and looking forward to the second episode. Had a really good time recording the first, and yeah, let's go.
Hi, this is Gaura. Hope you like the first episode. And yeah, I'm Argentina and Barcelona supporter. Looking forward to the round of 16.
Hi guys, this is Siddharth Junior, massive Ronaldo Portugal slash Real Madrid fan. Enjoyed the round of 30. Yeah, looking forward to having.
And we also have our guest, our first guest in our podcast, a massive Arsenal fan, a full time rage better. Please.
Yeah, I'm a Virup. I'm a full-time Rage Beta, part-time Arsenal fan. Excited to be a first guest, right? I've been watching football since 2013. I've been also friends with these guys since then.
Nice. Okay, let's begin. So, did you guys watch all of round of 32 matches or not?
Yeah, watched a lot of them, not all, obviously because of the weird timings since the games are in US. But I think this is one of those unique World Cups where we get a lot of upsets and a lot of close games. So hopefully more fun, more close games in the round of 16 and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. I missed quite not if quite a few, but yeah, 2 3 matches I missed because of the weird timings and some other commitments. So mostly I have seen matches, and yeah, the round of 32 has been great. There's full of upsets, good performances. So looking forward to deep dive into that.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the matches, but since in India some games are being aired at 6:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, so it's not possible to really watch those, except in case of Portugal, which just covered to it. Just covered to it.
Yeah, thankfully, I watched all the great matches and avoided some of the boring matches. I watched all the upsets, penalty shootouts. So yeah, hopefully the same streak goes for pre-quarters.
Nice. Okay, so let's not waste time and start going into the games. First up, Brazil versus Japan. Chiranjit made a bold shout that Japan will beat Brazil. He was close. Like for the first half, I thought maybe it might happen, but it didn't. Thoughts on the game?
Well, for the
I
first half,
think
I was really happy. Like I was not watching the game; I was outside. So as soon as I saw the scores for like 60 minutes or so, I was like, "Yes, my predictions, my hot takes are going to go viral." But then, as usual, I have to like just go into my caves again. Is the really nice goal from Italy, and I don't know, like I think there were a lot of good performances. I have heard like Bruno Guimaraes had a really good game. Also, Vinicius was really good. So, what do you think, guys? I don't know. I haven't really watched that game. So,
Yes, and
I don't think.
Martinelli with the
Yeah, I
winner.
don't.
yeah,
That's a
of
good
course,
start.
Martinelli. Yeah,
That's a good start. Yeah. I don't think the game was really close at any point. Though it's really that Japan scored a goal due to a Casemiro blunder. Casemiro failed to track back. He failed to tackle the shot, and I think the goal was a pretty good goal by Japan. But then they just parked the bus, right? So the game was never really
Yeah.
close at any point. The first half, Brazil were trying to play through the center, play a couple of 1-2s and get to the box. But then I think Ancelotti realized that it's never going to work out, and then they just started spamming crosses. And Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and especially Vinicius Junior, they just came alive in the second half and they killed the game.
Yeah, I agree to some extent to Bastia also because the only thing Japan were good at in the match was the discipline with the pressing and the marking. They were pressing the defensive half of the Brazil very well, and also like creating a numerical superiority in the mid and the front. But yeah, then again, Brazil being Brazil and Ancelotti being one of the greatest managers we have, like they did tactically outshine the Japanese manager. So, or yeah, the result was expected because any day Brazil has more experience and more experience of playing under pressure and adapting to different tactics than Japan. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully the performance from Japan is something that we can expect in the subsequent World Cup. They will improve for sure.
I think Japan was playing really well before they scored the goal. I think they were breaking up. They were doing the pressing. They were countering, and after they take the lead, as usual, they sat back a bit. And especially, I think if it goes to extra time, maybe they try to change up the tactics. But when they give away that ball near the day area and Brazil score, yeah, it's a tough loss. But I think they had potential to continue the play like they showed in the first half.
Yeah. So no, overall it was like I felt the match was boring because I expected a high intensity match to be honest, and I felt like Japan sat back quite a bit, which I had not seen them do against Netherlands. So I was expecting them to turn up like they did against Netherlands. So, but they like chose to defend quite a bit. So it was not that interesting. But somehow I think they were close. Like I think if they would have held on till the 90 minutes, I think they could have taken it to the penalties. Anyway, moving on. Germany versus Paraguay. My hot take. It has come true. Paraguay has
Mhm.
beaten Germany. Let's see. Thoughts?
Well, it was perfectly a bland performance from Germany, which we have been seeing quite often in the World Cups recently. And even though they had a very good attacking performance of in Curacao, I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, but Curacao 7-1, but that was quite kind of expected. But since then, the performances haven't been really like the old Germany teams, and also like I feel they are missing something on the wings with like I don't know
Yeah.
Sane isn't really the Sane of old, and then Weirds at the left wing. I don't think it's working out pretty well.
I agree with you. I think Florian Wirtz should not play left wing. I think he was Germany's like most number of assists, chances created, everything, but still, he should be playing where Havertz is playing.
I think they had
Like
this dilemma, right? Like Havertz, because he does really well for Germany, scores a lot of goals. He has a very good conversion rate when he's playing for Germany. You can't really bench him, but then Undav has had like almost a goal contribution every 10 or so minutes in the
Yeah,
World Cup. So it came to a point, and also like Musiala hasn't been the best since
Yeah.
his injury. So I think it came to a point where he had to fit in certain players, and I, that backfired a lot in this game. Um, I don't know where they go from here. We are hearing news that Klopp is being reinstated as manager of Germany, so hopefully
yeah.
glory days back. What do you think, guys?
I have a hot take actually. So I think the downfall of German football started when Pep Guardiola came into Bayern, and I think before they had a very diverse sort of attacking and different type of midfielders like Schweinsteiger, Kroos, Ozil, Muller, like all four verticals. But currently, if you look at them, they don't have out and out wingers. They have like similar sort of passing, trying to keep possession, but not really that threatening. Well, earlier they were more diverse, and I think that has seeped into it like 10 years down the line with Pep Guardiola at the helm in Bayern. But I think with Jurgen Klopp, it's a good move. But I think there needs to be a bottom approach for German football, like from the grassroots maybe.
Mm. Interesting take.
like
They're trying to
yeah,
replicate what Spain did, right? And I think it worked out for Spain, but maybe it's not working out for Germany.
Hmm.
I just have a thought about the gameplay, like pertaining to the gameplay. All that, I agree with Siddharth. Uh, it should play more centrally. That is one thing I want to say. And Nagelsmann was like what I felt. Nagelsmann was very rigid in his approach. So he was not some, and Paraguay we discussed, as we discussed in the episode one. Paraguay was going to perform well. They were performing well and they kept their standards on, but Germany faltered. So they need to change, and yeah, with Klopp, if Klopp is arriving, then we can see a different Germany from now
Also,
on.
also,
Let's hope.
I have a question for all of you. Do you guys rate Julian Nagelsmann as a manager? Because
I
I don't.
I
Because
find
apart from Hoffenheim, what else has he done?
Yeah,
yeah, I find
Yeah,
it very
true,
weird. I
true.
think his reputation is higher than it should be
Mm,
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
a bit different
because
with
he's
the rest.
young.
Yeah, he's also young. He's a bit
Oh,
different with the rest. So, the natural fascination goes into like a personality which is different from what they had seen previously. And also, I think like Germany, I don't know if it's a Bundesliga thing, but there are so many of these kind of players who are neither out and out strikers or attacking midfielders. So it's a kind of like the Havertz mold, who are like second strikers or a 9.5 or 9.75. These I personally don't like these kind of players because you just have to shoe in them into every system. You do not have a if you don't play with wingers, if you don't play with an out and out striker and you just kind of shoe on these Undavs and Havertz into your team. I don't think that's the best blueprint to succeed continuously. You can do it for a period of games, but yeah, that's just my thought. I don't know what
I,
you guys.
I,
Or
I,
even
I have a question
man,
for you, Chiranjit. Like, as you said about Nagelsmann, do you think Xabi Alonso is similar? One season wonder.
I don't think he's a one season wonder because he did very well in Madrid as well. I know that Madrid is a different ball game, but he his tactics do not really pertain to a back three or a back four. He is quite flexible in that, and only time will tell. But I think he has enough body of work to suggest he's not just a flash in the pan or a one season wonder.
Um, nice.
that's true. I mean, from his Madrid times as well, right? He used to have two, three players, subbing in, subbing out from different games to game just to play different tactical game. And before his sacking as well, his record was pretty fine at Madrid. But going to the very high standards of any manager Madrid have, I think he just had what 3 losses or so. I think, yeah, I think he's a better manager. This slump, I think, is very temporary for that. And I think Chelsea, I'm not sure of how he's going to do at Chelsea. But yeah, some of his signings, I felt like those are not up to the mark. But yeah, I think he's a great manager.
Mm. Also, up, like apart from this result only, South American teams, very good World Cup. Apart from Uruguay, don't let's not consider Uruguay, but others, very good World Cup. So, do you think South America is now the strongest continent in world football, better than Europe?
Yeah,
As for
like
not, I don't mean like one or two top teams, and like overall, like if you consider all the teams in South America that are
yeah,
playing the World Cup.
yeah, the same thing we discussed that what makes South American teams different is their adaptability to the physical game
True.
and that low block game or the like compact defense games, if I may say so. Because like this, like if you say Brazil, if you say like in the like Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, like all these teams, like they do have a very compact and physical game, so they are very adapted to that, and their pitch conditions are also very different. If you have seen the games, yeah, the international qualifier, like the World Cup qualifier, they have a different pitch, so they adapt to the games very well. They might not have that flair in passing or finishing, or yeah, but then they do know how to win games, how to approach games. Like at the end of the day, you need a win. Even if you are getting banged for 3 goals, you need to score the fourth one. That is their mindset. Like for that, you need to spam crosses. For that, you need to get into the D, secure a free kick, secure a penalty. That's what they do. They're not very rigid on the technicality aspect of it.
I will disagree with you there. I think
Yeah,
South Americans are the most technical footballers on this planet. I think each of their players have has a very high technical ceiling, and along with that, they are like they play with this very physical games. Their matches are generally very physical, very a
yeah,
lot of yellow cards, a lot of stuff. So I think their game overall is very suited to this international football because they come together better as a team compared to
yeah,
Europeans. Because as a team, because as you can see, like Colombia, they when individually maybe Luis Diaz is a standout player, James Rodriguez is a standout player, but if you put them all together, they look like a complete unit who knows where everyone will be. They look like a very good team. So I think it's and the technicality is there. Like I don't understand how you like I maybe I got you wrong, but I think they are very
yeah,
good technically in terms of like skills. And you like you mentioned in the last episode, Joga Bonito. That is
yeah.
beautiful football, and that is full of technical skills and passes.
Uh,
So
what I meant by technically, I might have used the wrong word. What I meant technically is the creativity thing, like creating out of nowhere. Because like Messi creates a lot. The Brazilian team has a knack of creating goals, but not every team in South America does that. What I agree with you is that like I only agree to the technical aspect that they are very well drilled, like they know where to like no one goes above their position ki, no, I will score the goal here. If they have been assigned to the midfielder role, they will stick to the midfielder role and do the job they have been directed to. So that's how they like look as a unit, if I may say so, because they do respect the managers, and they do play according to their positions and what their instructions are. Like they don't try to overreach their potential. Ki no, like I can score goals from half of the field, so I will try goals. No, if they have been instructed to pass and play as a unit, they will play. That's what I was talking to.
Yeah, they don't
Like
have that superstar aura thing where you have to.
yeah. They don't they don't let that thing come in the
Un-
come in between the game.
uh,
So yeah, that is
Apart from
something.
Argentina, their tactics is pass to Messi.
Yeah, reason.
If you have Messi, bro, you just pass it to him.
Yeah,
That
you
is the
don't
best
need to.
tactics, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
he's
clear
proving.
differentiator there would be Portugal. See, we have so many superstars, but when they come together, they have zero chemistry,
Yeah.
right? But akin to a team like Paraguay or Colombia, right? Even having lesser names on paper, their organization, they game play together. Yeah, that's I think just the passion to play, right? You see European players, dropping their intensity and stuff, struggling
Yeah.
under hot humid conditions. That is where I think South American players are shining. Yeah, so that's a key differentiator so far this World Cup.
Along with Portugal, when we will do the England analysis also, there will also we will see England do have a same kind of problem, but like yeah, we will discuss that later. But yeah, European teams do try to like show themselves more rather than playing as a team. So that's where the struggle. But yeah, we will discuss about that.
Any thoughts, Abhirup, on South Americans?
No, I think people are underestimating South American teams, Copa America. When Argentina were starting to compete there, I think there's a lot of bias, and I think we can see that these teams are physically just superior to European teams. They are able to, even after a hectic season, they're able to put that 100% effort again in World Cup. I think the European teams are struggling. You see England, France, like Saliba, Rice, personally from Arsenal, they're not able to. They're already a bit injured, but you see Gabriel, Martinelli, these all are. I think they have that extra. I'm not sure the word is passion, but extra edge when the South American teams. And I
Hmm.
think this World Cup, I think South America, I think even South Africa, sorry Africa. I think people will stop underestimating these teams now.
Right. So
With Rice,
I'll,
skill issue,
yeah.
bro. Rice skill issue.
Skill issue.
Martinelli, Martinelli also played for 20 minutes, so I think Abhirup is overestimating his impact a bit. But
Rice
yeah,
is
I get
side
the
pass merchant, passion merchant. You have your own Henderson now. I love Hendersons, so I have no problem with Rice. Rice
But
is
they
your
still
Jordan
got
Henderson.
Henderson in 2026. I cannot believe. Like,
Rice is your Jordan Henderson. Please accept that.
With better looks, obviously.
no, but if you see throughout the season, the most consistent player it has to be along with the defense and Raya. It is Declan Rice, and I think people are not seeing the. Okay, we'll come back to this, but
No,
yeah, people are not seeing his defensive contribution and the versatility because you don't
no.
follow Arsenal 60 games. But if you see throughout the 60 games, you will have a very higher opinion. But in some games, if it's only 8/10 performances, you won't rate him that highly.
No, now that we have started talking about Rice, let's move to
Yeah,
England. They had
yeah.
a very tough match against Congo. Like initially it was tough, but eventually Harry Kane brilliance. And I think Harry Kane watched our podcast. I'm not sure.
Substitution of Anthony Gordon.
I think Harry Kane watches our podcast because how does he know? How did he
Bro,
know?
the number of people who came back at me saying that I was slandering Kane. Guys,
Uh,
just go
Yeah,
back and watch it again. I wasn't
yeah,
slandering.
exactly. No,
he's a
I was spamming that thing only. Ki don't judge by our reel. Like, do
yeah.
watch the podcast. If you want the full analysis, go to the podcast. We have
Even
literally dissected
even
everything for
in the
England.
group chat, we were saying in the first half and before he scored, why is he dropping deep? Like, there's no point. You are the best goal scorer in the
Yeah,
world. Why
exactly.
would you even drop deep? We see Bellingham scoring. We see, sorry, Bellingham on the wings, or even on the wings, and Harry Kane is in the midfield. He's not in the
yeah.
D area.
Like for
You
the
are the
first
top one
half,
goal scorer,
yeah, and the
right?
first half you could see there were two or three headers in which only Bellingham was in the box. He was the
Yeah,
striker. Like,
yeah,
and then second half he went 15 minutes. He watched our podcast. He realized what is wrong. He came back,
yeah.
fixed it.
And I think when you're playing in the Bundesliga, you say you're bored, so you drop deep, and especially when you're
Exactly.
playing for Spurs. But you don't need to do that in the World Cup.
Exactly, that was my point. Like these things work when the teams are like at a really lower level, but in World Cups you cannot hide, bro. It just, but kudos to him. It was probably one of his defining England
Yeah,
national career
yeah.
moments, because he
True,
has
true.
he has had this critic where people have said, although he scores goals, but do we really remember a Harry Kane masterclass or a Harry Kane goal? So I think
For
this game
England.
will go
I
down
will remember that second goal for a very long time. What a goal!
that
That
was
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Yeah.
What a goal!
probably
So,
goal of the World Cup so far, I think.
No, no, goal of the
Insane
World Cup
angle.
was last
No.
night.
last night, bro.
well, let's go today,
But
but
still,
yeah,
Yeah.
in IST it is good today. Like coming to England, as I said, like I have not, like I don't have much knowledge about the England squad because I am yet to be like completely ingrained into PL culture. But what I have seen, and this is not coming from a Barcelona bias, if you have seen after the substitution of Anthony Gordon and the shift from Madueke to Gordon, that the thing has changed because Gordon was very direct with his approach. He was not wasting time, and he was also being very mindful of the passes. He
Uh,
might not have that very skill thing that he can
but
win
but
matches on his own. But yeah,
I think
Gordon
I
replaced
think
Rashford, not Madueke.
yeah, yeah.
sorry,
So,
no, like Madueke was also being wasteful.
Madueke is
He
branded. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
I
Rashford was playing good, but the final thing was missing. But due to Gordon, because the first goal that came with the header, that was purely like the nice, like the good placement by Gordon, I will say. So yeah, like I'm not here hyping Gordon, but yeah, like things did change after Gordon's substitution.
well,
The
I
play
think
was a bit direct.
the idea of Madueke is better than the player. Like if you look
Correct.
at him, he's always running. He's always like he's spending all his energy, but he actually does nothing. Like I mean,
so
Yeah.
he's
Also,
playing because Saka is slightly injured. They still took him, but
why are
I
all
think
your Arsenal players slightly injured? Let them be
they
fully
are all
injured.
injured because Arteta gave like एक ही मिलेगा अभी कर लो.
sold your soul for that Premier League trophy
Sold
after
like they
92
sold their soul for one Premier League. Now they'll be out till Christmas. They'll all get surgery after they're back. But I think the winger market is completely cooked. That's
Yeah,
why Gordon went for so much money, and you cannot blame Barcelona for paying Gordon so much money because everyone right now is costing 100 million.
But
Like you look
80
at
million is
everyone.
good for Gordon, to be honest. I feel it is a good deal
Yeah,
considering Jan
yeah,
And it's
Diomande is
not
now
even
120 million.
yeah.
yeah, seven. Like Gordon, if I may remember, like what I have read, if Gordon is 70 million, 10 million add-on. So yeah, that is 80 million. But there are
oh,
multiple
that add-on is the Ballon d'Or add-on. Is it?
or a
I,
Champions League win. Champions
Anthony
League
Martial clause.
champion.
It's never going to
Anthony
happen, is it?
Martial clause with Gordon.
Well, I think like England do lack quality on the wings because they're so static. I think only Kane and Bellingham are the ones who are really giving any sort of attacking output or attacking threat. Um, I'm not like I was just having a go at Abiru, but Rice is obviously a very complete midfielder. But I think he lacks that you know that ability to create something out of nothing. He obviously has he covers a lot of ground. He's great defensively.
Ask Bastia.
Oh,
I I guess
yeah,
I
he's
only like
living on those two free kicks still now.
No, he's not like he's not a goal scorer. He's not a number 10.
Yeah,
I think obviously with his price tag, everyone wants him to be like score goals, give assists, but he's not. He's playing deeper.
also,
For Arsenal.
yeah, also thoughts on Elliot Anderson, new Manchester City signing.
I think he had a good
100,
game. He had a really good
120 million.
No, just not for the game, like the whole tournament. Do you think he's like worth the price that Manchester City paid for?
It does not matter. He'll sit on the bench. They'll play him one season. He goes out injured or out of form. They'll again buy someone else. It's just throwing money at the problem. They'll again go into winter and sign one more player, two more player for 80 million. He'll be cycled up for another club. It's a pattern there.
But
It'll
I
happen
think
again.
he starts alongside Rodri. I think he's good. He's good. It probably won't justify the price tag, but then you see these midfielders like it started with Enzo and Caicedo and Rice going for 100 plus million. But would you really justify them being 100 plus million players? Maybe Rice because he's been essential to winning a Premier League. But these days I don't think price matters. I think Anderson is a good player. He's really really
I think we'll see top clubs, Premier League clubs, actually move out of the Premier League for buying players, because this every time you want to sign 5 players, it's 500 million. Only Manchester City can do that. I think they'll they'll set up more scouting in other nations and other leagues for sure.
So yes,
Too
so
strong agenda against City.
let's move to the most interesting fixture of round of 32. Portugal versus Croatia.
Oh, the Bruno Fernandes team, is it?
Yes, the Bruno Fernandes team from which he was
I think,
substituted at
Hooked
60
at
I
62
minutes.
think,
minutes.
I think Bruno himself doesn't know that.
Yes, controversial game, long game. Cristiano Ronaldo first ever knockout goal from a penalty. His
Predicted.
his
The
only touch in
prediction
the
that you
box.
manifested, yes, the day before,
A 10 by 10 Cristiano Ronaldo game.
Yes, his only touch in the
as per his
box. It's a
standards.
penalty. It's a goal. Classic Cristiano Ronaldo. So, thoughts. And before thoughts, do you think Croatia were robbed?
Yes,
Completely,
100%.
completely, yeah.
Why?
No, no.
Three offside goals, that is fine, they were offside, except the third. In the third offside goal, they come up with a new technology for Sneeko. They have no least count, they have no margin of error. You work in mathematics, you work in computer science, you see that always for every technology, there is margin of error. Even in cricket, we have the umpire's call for LBW, right? Because they know that technology comes with that margin of error. But okay, even if it hits his hair, right? Vega has cleared the ball with his head, tried to clear the ball. That is what's the word? That is intentional. You
That is
cannot say
deliberate. Yeah,
it was deliberate, 100% deliberate.
yeah.
And for VAR to look it over, like just shrug it, I can understand the referee. He has only 10 seconds to decide, so he has assumed that it was not deliberate. They have thought about it and deliberated on this, but it was completely deliberate. I don't think he was offside. Croatian goal scorer, sorry, I forgot who it was, but
Navadio.
Vega, yeah, Vega tried to clear the ball. You can see the trajectory of the ball did not change, and he tried to clear it.
Fact that referee saying that Vega was not trying to clear the ball. If you see the trajectory of the ball and the body movement of Vega, the trajectory did not change. Vega was completely watching the ball,
Yep.
completely in sync with the trajectory of the ball, and he was going low, which was a deliberate attempt to launch himself at the
Yeah.
ball.
He
Okay.
just failed
So
to clear it properly.
he could not got time to launch himself.
It,
That's a different thing
it
altogether.
didn't
But
process it. Yes.
yeah, the
I
attempt
think
was purely deliberate.
I
Yeah.
think the referees and VAR were really excited about a new piece of technology. Like you get a new phone, you try to use all the features. In Sneeko, they just
Yeah.
wanted an opportunity to use it.
Yeah.
Apart from that controversial moment, thoughts on the game? I think Croatia were the better team, but
Yeah,
Portugal were more
In the
like.
second half, definitely. Second
definitely.
half, Croatia dominated like anything.
But then,
Yeah.
but
I also
then,
don't think in the second half completely. It was when Vitinha was subbed off. I think the game completely became lopsided.
No, because
Portugal
Croatia scored
lost.
first, right? So that's
Yeah,
why Portugal had to try. But in the second half,
yeah.
first half, it was all Portugal. They were trying a lot of sideways possession. But in second half, Croatia was completely the better team. It's unfortunate they did not get one on the score
Yeah, they
sheet.
were
Modric,
not clinical.
Modric really schooled the trio of the so-called trio of Vitinha, Neves, and what was his
Kovacic
name?
was
I
so
don't remember the
unlucky.
third guy, but yeah,
Man, he turned into prime Zidane. Man, what was Kovacic playing?
Yeah,
So good, so
Kovacic
good.
was
And even Modric
so
was
good.
also good. Modric was also
Modric
good.
yeah,
to
Modric
play
especially.
113-minute game at his age, at that
Yeah,
intensity,
yeah,
and to do
completely.
well, I think it's just evident of the
Too good
quality that he
as a
has.
player, man.
and I think
Worthy
Portugal
Again, I
also.
Ballon d'Or in recent times.
What?
Worthy Ballon d'Or in recent times, Modric.
Controversial opinion.
recent times, is it still recent?
He will say
World
otherwise.
Cups.
Otherwise, Ronaldo would have had six while Messi was still
But
Yeah,
scoring.
then
yeah,
no, no.
yeah. I do get.
Let's go back to the Bruno discussion. Like, why was Bruno hooked at 62 minutes? Like, was he
Stinker and
that
Hook.
bad?
They
Stinker
are
and
playing
Hook.
playing with 9 men. No Bruno, no Ronaldo. They only need one penalty taker. They don't need Bruno.
just just to throw some light on Bruno and say some favorable words. I think the first 15 or 20 minutes, I think he was playing really well. I think he generated a lot of shots. He went up into the box. He should have finished a few chances. He was creating a lot of crosses and all. But I don't think what happened after 20 minutes. He decided to drop off. There was no pressing, no winning possession, and yeah, I mean it was
He's
absolutely
he went
sad
back to
to see.
his usual game.
Yeah.
Yes. It was
as
just
per
for
his
the first
standards.
15 to 20 minutes. Really thought that Portugal could have buried that game right then there. But I was
Bruno
just
is
shocked.
a very poor man's Bellingham.
Not even
But
poor,
certain
very
people
poor.
like him, certain fans. So yeah, very poor, but yeah, but he scores, he
Yeah,
assists. So yeah, they have something to celebrate.
But did you
I
think
think
like after getting substituted, Portugal improved? Like, was it a good substitution or not?
And I think
I
Martinez
think
did a good job. I don't like him from Belgium days, but I think he did. He was very positive. Like four subs, then again a fifth one when it was equalized. Right, it was a draw.
Hmm.
So he still
yeah,
did
yeah,
not want to go to extra time.
82nd minute or so. I think the
I
Yeah,
first
think
half.
I think he
Yeah,
changed shape as well.
the
I think
Rafa,
he
yeah,
Goncalo Ramos sub was good.
yeah.
he
Yeah.
probably took off Ronaldo and went to a 4-4-2 if I'm not
And
wrong.
that is also a brave choice. If they lose, then it's all 100% Martinez's fault for subbing out
Yeah.
Ronaldo. But they won the game, yeah. And he had to change that shape because they were playing 4-4-2, and Portugal was not having any possession. So he had to add one more in midfield with Neves, right? And he
It was
just
a
bought
nervous.
on Ramos, so he had to take off Ronaldo
Nice.
because they
Yeah.
had to
And
keep Leo.
Rafael Leo shows why he is important to this squad.
Yeah,
He
I
really
think he
had
had.
he
He
really
I
had a
had
think
good game.
he
he
was
was the
really
man of
good.
the match of the game by far. I
Yeah,
think he was the
But
man of the
he's
match.
he's that kind of player, like you cannot expect any consistency from him with what he has
yeah.
shown. So, but obviously, any day I would prefer him on the wings over Joao Felix because I like
He's a
him.
free agent. You can sign him.
The way our club is run, we probably can't afford his wages. So, yeah.
So I think the problem is Portugal is right. What like we saw with match against DR Congo as well. Uh, they do not have a clear structure and a clear idea of what how to play. They just want to retain possession, right? They recycle the possession from mid. They play it into the wingers, and they completely isolate the wingers. There is no support at all. There is no overlap. The midfielders don't come out to help. So the
Yeah.
wingers are left with no choice but to spam across or to send it back to their wing backs.
I think.
Especially in this case, yeah. Please,
I
Abhi.
think they can start with Ramos, then sub in Ronaldo. I think Ramos is more dynamic, can run through the channels, do that one twos, help the midfield, and Ronaldo obviously can help finish the
Just
game.
Yeah,
Just
like
to counter that though, I think Ramos had only two touches or one touch. So I personally, my opinion is that he doesn't offer a lot over Ronaldo. I mean, if that were the case, I think Martinez is brave enough, and I think yes, shown he's brave enough to make that change. But yeah, I don't think he is a superstar, not even a decent striker at best, who provides a lot over Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo's movement off the ball, I think that's what is
Guys, do
the
you think like Conceição should start over Neto because Neto we have seen he's
I think Conceição is a fantastic player, but his decisiveness in the final third is what is costing him in the starting lineup.
it's
You
not
see, he's
like
making
that
a
he's
lot of good runs, but when he gets into space, he doesn't have a clear idea of what he wants to do. Does he want to take a shot? No. Does he want to go cut it back? No. So I think that decisiveness is costing him the place in the starting lineup. Pedro Neto, yeah, don't want to say no. Uh, doesn't track back. He doesn't create chances. I don't think he's a national level quality player, to be honest.
he's a 2 out of 10 who behaves like a 8 out of 10.
Not
I
winning.
don't
Come
think
back.
Bruno is starting next game, though. I don't think Bruno is starting next
You don't know football then. Bruno is starting.
game. I don't think so. No.
Anyway, moving on. Cabo Verde. What a team. What a performance. What a tournament.
Uh,
yes,
Firstly, I want to applaud.
yeah, yeah, true. Very good.
What a World Cup, man. What a World
Yeah.
Cup.
Legendary.
You know, they are the only team to go undefeated in the history of the World Cup in 90 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Six,
a nice.
67 ranked. Brilliant performance against Argentina. I think at one moment I almost thought that they deserve it more than Argentina.
Yeah,
They probably did.
yeah. Like
I'm not sure.
They really did.
yeah,
if you see my today's like social media post, it's not even about Argentina. It's all
hmm.
about Capo Verde.
Deserved only
Like
because Argentina underperformed
yeah,
and Cabo Verde performed really
too
well.
much. Yeah.
I mean, that Cabral goal, man, it was something else.
Uh,
Uh,
Oh, it was like,
What a
I
goal.
think that's the
What a
best
goal.
goal of the tournament. As
even the
that
What a
Duarte
goal.
goal also, the angle was a bit tricky. Like it was, although it was a grounded shot, but the
Yeah, that
Angle
like
was tricky
both
against Dibu,
both
but
of
he
their
cleared
goals
it,
were
man.
really good.
Both
Both
of
of the
both
goals
of them.
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
And
And
even
Cameron
they
Polo
scored
was
the
okay.
free kick, man. It was just the
Yeah.
Dibu masterclass that it got saved, but the free kick was also insane from the angle, from the distance he took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Cabral was too good, man. Too good.
thoughts on
I
their
think the
goalkeeper, their Instagram famous goalkeeper.
A legend,
Legend. Yeah.
legend in the making by
I think
like
the
at
saving
the
that
age of
Messi free
40.
kick, he was in the
Let's
right post to
yeah.
save that. That was sensational for his age.
Yes,
Yeah.
40-year
I
Yeah,
old.
think
40-year
I think
38.
old
he will
man,
be
the
the new. I think he
passion,
will have the new Okoa reputation, right? The Mexican goalkeeper who says
the
Mm.
spirit, too good.
just wonderful.
He's
And
gained a lot of.
another thing, sorry, like Chiru, you are saying something. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying he has gained a lot of Instagram followers from
Mm.
this World Cup. So
That's why
Yeah,
he's the
hopefully,
definitely.
Instagram
Oh,
keeper.
it's
deserving.
a big club move, like probably a club in the top
He's
for
second
one or
second
2 years.
choice, second choice for any
And
top
I
club.
think at that age, clubs can't don't
Yeah,
want to
he
keep him on
cannot.
a 2 year, 3 year contract.
He's
But I
only
think
he's only going to get worse.
Mid-table
But I
teams can
think,
afford.
yeah, no, but I think still he can get invited, and I think it'll be a good experience for him. Any top club can invite him. I think it'll still be good experience for him to train with them. But I don't
Yes.
think any
Yeah.
clubs will sign him.
From Cabo Verde, African teams, brilliant World Cup as well. Many teams like nobody gave them a lot of credit before coming to the tournament, but they played really well. Like Congo, really well. Cabo Verde, really well. I think Ghana also did more than they were capable of. Senegal disappointing for sure,
So yeah.
and I blame that on their manager.
Yeah,
Donkey, literally a donkey. How? You are 2-0 up, 85th minute. Why are
Belgium have
your players
Belgium
so
have
high?
given up.
Exactly. Why are you so high pressing the goalkeeper? Like, this is basic tactics. I don't know. He's like, he has this Mission Impossible complex in him that no, I'm gonna attack, attack, attack. Total football, Johan Cruyff, like regen. I don't know
He-
what is the mindset behind 2-0 up. Why are you attacking with okay? It's okay to play positive football. It's good to play positive football, but that is just brain dead football. Why are you playing so high up? It's five. If you are 2 goals up, not even 1 goal. You are 2 goals up. You just need to pass the ball around in your own third. Keep the ball. Enjoy the game. Finish. Move on to round of 16. No. See what happened. I was very happy when Senegal lost. To be honest.
was
But
one of
I
those games
really
that
had high hopes from Senegal. I wanted
Yeah,
Senegal to win with the reputation they have, but yeah, like all this kind of complacency costed them a lot.
yeah.
I
And I
mean they
think
have a very good
Belgium are
team.
trash.
Yeah, Belgium are trash, and then Senegal probably they are after Morocco the one of the strongest teams in Africa, if not the strongest. And you look at their starting 11, you look at how many players from their teams play in the top leagues. You would expect them to, I mean, beat
Yeah.
this Belgium side. So, and they were doing well as well, but then something happened. I don't know.
Something happened. Their manager happened.
Yeah, I think he also subbed off
A lot
Paraguay,
of
who was playing really well. And the sub in, I forgot his name. I think he performed really poor. I think he also got the yellow card within 5 minutes of coming up. I think it was a horrible performance from the 85th minute. And their manager, I don't know what he was thinking,
Look,
making
the
those
the
changes. They're
last
bossing the midfield
commentary,
before that.
the last commentary before the goal. Take the ball, hold it near the corner flag. Mane, why are you firing low towards the bottom left corner?
Yeah, and I think they
I
can.
think
They should have benched Mane. I don't like. I think he was
I
slowing down all their
Yeah,
counters.
yeah,
They
I
for
are
think he's
sure.
old. Yeah,
they are letting Lukaku score in good
yeah.
2026. That is itself a questionable performance from their side.
is Lukaku not starting for Belgium? Is it an injury thing or it is just a performance thing? Because surely he's a Belgium.
It's a Lukaku thing.
It's a look.
It's a Lukaku thing.
I've
Man,
always felt like he was a bit underrated, but until the last 2 3 years, he has completely flipped. Like I don't know, he thinks he's probably the best striker football has ever seen, and that has
Yeah.
costed him his
No, I
career.
have
Parity
forgotten. Is he
region.
still playing for Inter or has he left Inter?
I
Well,
think he
those
has
those
done a sweep of all the Italian clubs, I believe.
changing
Did he
managers.
retire or where is he?
I think he's in Napoli or something, and then also he had a fight with
Napoli.
people in Napoli. So
okay.
he's just that kind of guy.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of all the exciting round of 16 fixtures, and Australia Egypt was a good match as well, which Egypt definitely deserved
I
to win.
missed it.
Mhm.
So, round of 16 awaits. Predictions,
Uh,
guys. Paraguay versus France. What do you think?
It's
France.
France.
We'll
France.
go one by one, right?
yeah,
Do you have that
France.
side?
I think for
Japan?
No,
this one
no,
you don't need to
we'll
ask. I
we
think it's
just
a consensus.
The attacking the front three will run over Paraguay's defense. No brainer, that is.
I
I
think
think
just for France, I have an opinion that I did not like Deschamps from like Euro 2016. He always had a very good squad depth, but he would put only like 2 to 3 attacking players and try to do like a defensive approach, like Kante, Sissoko, and Pogba or Rabiot, right? But I think right now with Olise as Cam, you can see that he's more braver because they've already won a World Cup and he's anyway leaving. I think he has
Yeah.
much courage right now, and it's paying off for France. They're just
And
falling.
I I guess France is the best example how to fit superstars into a team.
Yes. Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, it's the best example right out there.
I think he's
correct.
platformed those front four pretty well. Obviously, like Barcola is not at the same level as the other
Yeah,
three,
yeah.
so he kind of rotates Barcola with Doué and that side. But then he has platformed his attackers so well that I think Mbappe and Olise they understand each other's game so well. And in that case,
Dembele too. Dembele too.
Dembele,
Joel
yes,
Dembele.
Dembele is
Oh,
also good. But
yeah.
when you look at the kind of levels Olise and Mbappe are playing, you can
Yeah.
clearly see they are on
Yeah.
quality a level above Dembele. I mean, I'm not. This is not again a shade on Dembele. He's world class. He's the Ballon d'Or winner. But you can see the raw quality which Olise and Mbappe possess and why they
I
are.
I think in round of 16, Portugal, Spain, and Mexico, England will be the like the peak of the matches. I think USA,
Yeah.
Belgium will be very high scoring, but I have a feeling that it might become Battle of Bastards. But let's
No,
see.
I think USA can upset Belgium. I
That
think
will
this
not be an
Belgium side
upset.
is just not.
I don't think any
Uh,
team beating Belgium is
So
an
I
Belgium.
upset.
think Belgium have this golden generation from 20 years, right? They have been telling golden generation for
It's
last 15
only
years,
it's
Yeah,
only
yeah. Just say your line.
primary
Say your
that
line, Suranjit. Just say your
and it's
line.
a European nation. I think people consider Belgium as a better team than USA. I think that's the general consensus. But I think USA are a better team, even Balogun out.
So are
Yeah,
we expecting?
Balogun and Jonathan David are a generational run, man. They're very good.
So
yeah.
are we
Have you seen?
expecting a France Morocco quarterfinal and a Spain USA quarterfinal then, or a
Oh
France?
Portugal
no,
USA quarter?
you are discarding Portugal completely out of the
No, no,
round of
no, no.
16.
I'm saying, are we expecting a Spain USA quarterfinal or a Portugal USA or whatever? What is your prediction? Who is winning Portugal Spain?
Like I said in the IMs, right? I think Nuno Mendes versus Lamine Yamal is what is going to decide the fate of this time. That's for sure. Like
No,
it decided
that's a
in
good
this
take
season.
actually. That is a very important
Nuno
matchup.
Mendes absolutely shut down Lamine Yamal in their last game. So I think that will decide the fate of the time. Definitely.
Yeah, it's high time Yamal should walk the talk. Like he is talking a lot, like that he always does, but he performs. But this World Cup, he has been very quiet. He has a very quiet World Cup till now.
I think he
He
did have
needs.
a decent game last game, but he was very wasteful
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
time.
Like last game he had lot of shots, but yeah, like he needs to score to
You have
have
I
this game.
Oyarzabal right in the
I
center,
think
completely unmarked, and he
Yamal.
decided to take
I
his
think
shot.
Yamal being average is a good sign for Spain because he'll just step up in that maybe Portugal game or in the
Yeah.
deeper run. And I think Spain are other players are playing really well. They have a plan. They are able to play how the manager wants. I think it's a good sign because unlike Argentina, I think the Cabo Verde game was worrying if they're relying a bit too much on Messi, right?
Messi,
But with
yeah.
Spain, it's not like that. I think it's a positive sign for the team. I think Yamal will just step up if they have a deep run like 2 to 3 more matches. I'm sure Yamal will step up in one of those games at least.
Yeah.
I
Brazil
think
It
Norway.
I
is.
I
What do you
think with
think
the
Brazil?
Portugal Spain game, I think it's more closer than you guys think because
Yeah,
Spain will
yeah,
obviously dominate the possession, and that might just suit Portugal, especially
yeah.
because Bruno. I mean, it's again he's the kind of profile who likes these kind of games where
And
you
Ronaldo,
and
he'll wake up.
Ronaldo, yeah, it's like also Bruno. He likes playing in transitions. Likes playing in counter. That's where his best football comes.
And Leao, I think Leao,
Yeah, as
Bruno,
well.
Ronaldo on the counter attack. Spain will try to
Pedro
have
Neto
possession.
Pedro Neto
Yeah,
has one good quality which is run into space with his head down, so that can also work. So I think it's closer than guys think.
yeah.
Obviously, Spain will start favorites, but I
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
like
think Portugal.
up till now, Kubarsi and Laporte Laporte duo has been very good defensively for Spain. So like it will be a test for them against Portugal because in case what Portugal will try to up their game, but yeah, it will like 2-3 battles will be. I am looking forward to. No Yamal, it's the given battle that and I just need to see how Kubasi is performing against Portugal because Kubasi has been really good till now. So yeah, I have high
Brazil.
hopes for Kubasi and Yamal.
Let's move on. And Brazil, Norway. Thoughts? Haaland
Hot take.
upset.
Hot take.
Haaland.
Norway
Yes,
winning 3-1. Brazil scored the first goal, then Norway come back with 3.
that's a very hot take. More
Like,
hot than you can handle.
do you think do we agree on the part that Norway has a decent defense structure? Or
Honestly,
I
I
think
don't. I have not been able to analyze Norway because so far it has seemed like they have just managed to win,
Yeah,
but I've
hmm,
not felt
and
like
actually
they
that.
yeah
they were very lucky to get out with a win in that match as well. I think
yeah.
Diallo was absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
exactly. So I have this feeling they are the kind of team like they have managed to move this far in the tournament. So I don't know if they're good enough to beat Brazil, but Brazil, I they have these moments where they are very poor in a game.
Yeah,
So if Haaland can
because yes,
if Haaland can take advantage of that and score one or two here and there, that's like one or two goals in a knockout match is huge pressure.
I think I think this is one of those games where whoever scores first could have a better chance. If Haaland scores, maybe then Norway can hold up for 90 minutes. I think if Brazil go down, it's I think similar game last time, right? When they went down to Japan, it was worrisome for them. I think it similar thing could happen with Norway, but Brazil are the favorites.
right,
I think
to shut down Brazil, I think if they are being able to contain Vinicius, then they have done their job. At least 50-60% of their job is done. But then it will be very difficult to contain Vinicius because he is in top form right now. So let's see.
What
Let,
about
I
Mexico
think
England?
I think Mexico could win. I think England have been poor apart from Harry Kane. I
What
think
are
if
those
Harry
Viagra things? Viagra.
because they're playing like about 20,000 2,000 feet above sea level or whatever. So
yeah,
the English media, right, they already have their
I
excuses
think
lined up and they'll do a deep
Why do you
dive
need
on
Viagra?
I think we'll get a lot of offsides if they
But
I don't
why?
know what about the
But
blood
how does
level
it
or
matter?
whatever. I don't know how that altitude or Viagra works, but English media, if England lose, they'll do a deep dive on why the Mexico Stadium is not fit for World Cup, why it was the high so much height above sea level, and not that Mexico have been superb this World Cup, right?
So if England beat Mexico, should I get my England jerseys on?
What?
Yeah. Is it coming home then?
No,
Is this the toughest game ever been played? No.
we'll reshare the reel then.
it's not. It's not coming home. I am
No.
all like
They are coming back home.
I am expecting a Brazil Argentina semi final.
Semi-final. That
I am
would be great
hoping
then.
for it.
That would
Ah,
be great. Yeah.
that would be an
That
insane
would be
game.
a, and then Switzerland Colombia. I think Colombia wins. Argentina Egypt.
yeah,
Argentina wins.
definitely. Colombia clears. Well, like
Yes.
Yeah.
Switzerland cannot sustain against
But
Colombia.
I think like Argentina, even their performances. Obviously, I felt watching the game last night. There were too many times they were trying to find Messi in those pockets.
I
Yeah,
Like
I
in some
think
cases, they can just take the like some players
yeah.
like Lautaro and Alvarez. They can be a bit more decisive, take the
I,
onus on themselves rather than just
Like
finding
we
that.
I
discussed,
think
Argentina.
Argentina without Messi are just like Uruguay.
Correct. Like we
I don't
yeah.
think
discussed,
there is any difference.
it is the tactics of
They
Argentina.
have
Look for Messi.
they have no scoring threat apart from
Anyway,
Messi. That's the
so we
problem.
have our predictions locked in for round of 16. Before we finish and like round of 32, did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
definitely.
exceeded.
I think
Exceeded.
Exceeded.
No, it was
With
Portugal
the
really
Capo
Croatia was
Verde,
an all-timer match, and
yeah.
Netherlands going out and
Yeah, we
everything
haven't talked
before
about
that.
that, right? Siddharth, what happened to
the
Netherlands?
Netherlands Morocco we
I
did
don't
not
You
know.
discuss.
were your
Huh?
team,
Yeah.
right? What happened?
Yeah,
Morocco
we
stronger
deliberately
team won. What is there to discuss? Stronger
PNP,
team won.
PNP.
Like if you have Ronald Koeman as manager who wants to play
Yeah.
defensive football,
And
so
who will be next? Louis Van Gaal,
What a
and
loss.
they'll
yeah,
keep
yeah,
Ronald
yeah.
Koeman in
And
next to next
did
World
you
Cup.
did you read Louis
They'll
Van
do
Gaal already resigned from his position
yeah
in
Yeah,
Ajax?
yeah.
He's
advisory
coming back.
position.
It's coming back.
It'll be Louis Van Gaal in 2030. Then again Ronald
Ronald
Koeman in
Koeman.
2034.
Yes, that is
But
the one I know.
why did he change shape suddenly? Or because Netherlands had a really good 3 games in the group stages, and then he
Because
suddenly.
Ronald Koeman is a revolutionary.
Yeah. He
You
does
just
not believe that Netherlands is the superior team and they can
exactly,
keep possession and create more
exactly.
chance.
He has that Everton mindset.
Yeah,
Like he literally like underutilized Frankie, I feel. Like Frankie could have done more.
Whatever, but yes. So round of 32 lived up to expectations, exceeded expectations. Round of 16,
No, like,
interesting
and
matches.
Cabo Verde match was the icing on the cake with the expectation thing.
It was good,
I
but
mean,
They
then
were
Germany,
just
Netherlands going out, penalty shootouts,
yeah,
extra time,
Yes.
will
drama today, and
Offside drama.
Portugal,
Yeah.
Croatia.
I
It was, yeah.
I saw Daniel Sturridge tweet like if this World Cup does not make America fall in love with football, nothing will. I agree.
Yeah, true.
This is
And
one.
Completely,
I,
completely
I
agree.
don't know how I will go back to club football after this World Cup.
no,
You
no.
don't
I
need
will
to.
have to go
You
back.
don't
I'll have
need
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
we need to kick some Arsenal asses, man.
Yeah.
It's
I
been
think only
long.
the Arsenal will be worried about getting
I
back to watch the
think
Champions
Chiranjit
League.
has not seen Chelsea win against Arsenal since he has gone to UK.
The
Yeah, that's
domestic
true.
league, the subsequent episodes on domestic league are going to be fun, man. I'm just
Yes.
waiting for that.
Anyway, thank you everyone. This was good. We discussed. Nice. Thank you, Abhirup. Very good comments, insights. Loved your comments on Bruno Fernandes. We'll make sure it reaches the right audience. And
We'll tag him if it doesn't reach the
yes, we
right
will
audience.
tag him. We'll spam him.
Yes, yes.
We'll make sure it reaches the right
Right,
audience.
right audience in US.
Okay, then. That was episode 2 of No Ball Podcast. We will see you in the next episode with round of 16 and everything. And thank you so much. See you on the next one.
Thank you guys for
Bye bye.
having me.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Please show
Bye.